everyone, it's Liz Holloway at stampersplus.com and welcome to my tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to create this cute ghostly cat. He is actually made from just using clear embossing powder, and basically all I wanted to do is show you how to create this starry sky as well as the stars, and it's using the molding paste. So basically we're going to use the little fur ball plus the good greetings, and this is the hostess set, and all the measurements you'll find on my blog at stampersplus.com, and we'll go from there. Anyways, so here is the little furry cat, and what I have done was I already had trim this right down so that the head and the body actually meet the stamp itself, and so that I'm not going to do some fussy cutting thereafter. So then what you're going to do is take your Versamark and stamp it right in the middle. Taking your clear embossing powder, and I'm just going to dip it right into the powder container rather than pouring it out onto the coffee filter. Now, if you're not too fussy about that, then go ahead and dip it into the powder itself. Shake off the excess. Okay, and then you're going to heat set until the powder melts. Now, if you can't really see it on the video, but there's a gap between the neck and the head. I'm not going to worry about that too much, because what I'm going to do is end up covering it with my 1/8 of a silver ribbon. So go ahead and take your Tempting Turquoise and your dauber, and what you're going to do is start from the edge and move in a circular motion, just like so. Okay. And then what you're going to take is your rich raspberry, again starting off the edge and in a circular motion. And then what you want to do is blend the two colors together, creating that kind of purple color background. Clean up my work surface so I don't get ink on the card itself. So I'm just going to use my baby wipes and clean up this work surface. Okay, and then taking my cup of water and my aqua painter, I'm going to dip the aqua painter in the water, and all I'm going to do is just tap this lightly. And you're going to see as it dries, it's going to be like a galaxy. And if I want more of water, all I'm going to do is drop water here and there. It's going to, because water resists with the dye, it's awesome when it actually dries, and you can see it working in action. So I'm going to actually zoom this in for you, and you can see how this actually works. I'm going to take my heat gun and I'm going to speed dry this quite quick. I'm actually going to take more of my water again, and using a different brush, like a finer brush, and I'm just going to add a few more drops. And with the white area where I've got inks on it, and take it and I'm removing or brushing off the colors of the white. Okay, so he looks like a ghostly cat. While that's drying, you're going to take your 4x4 Cajun trays and take your number 3 square die and apply it right on center, just like so. Then I'm going to take my wood grain and I'm going to stamp the wood grain with this wood grain with the Tangerine Tango stamp ink. And then lay this right down. Here is my stamp piece. And then as you can see, so I'm going to set this aside. So here I made a bow, and I'll link up the video to making this bow, and hopefully you can follow along, but it's basically using a comb, and I use a glue dot to glue this in place and add his little bow. Okay, and then taking the googly eyes and adding the 2 googly eyes onto this piece here. Okay, I kind of like this look because it's got that ring around it, and if you look at my original card, I don't know why this one doesn't have a ring, but it's got more stars to it, so kind of a different look. Okay, so now what I'm going to actually show you is how to create these little stars here. And I got this medium molding paste from Michael's or any of your local craft store. So what you're going to want to do is take your your palette, and a little bit goes a long way, so you only need a little bit if you're only doing one card at a time. And then cover this up immediately, okay, because it will dry fast. And then I'm taking my Tempting Turquoise, and I'm adding just a touch of colors right onto the craft mat. Here, I'm going to mix the paste up to get the color that I want. And if you look at the cardstock, it's exactly close, pretty close in color. I scrape that up as much as I can. And then these neat stencils that Stampin' Up! Has come up with, it's pretty cool. It's got a whole bunch of stars. And so what I'm doing is I'm laying down where I think I want the stars, and basically where the stencils lie, kind of scrape the paste along the stencil. Now you can use your washi tape to tape it down. Okay, and then when you're done, what you want to do is lift this up, straight up, and you see that there's stars. Now with your stencils and your spatula, you have to wash it right away, otherwise it will dry and ruin your palette and stencil. And then at the same time, you want to clean off your workstations so that you don't have that gum buildup on your workstation. And then what I'm going to do is let this set aside to dry. And this time I'm going to do something different because I haven't done that before. And basically it's taking my clear embossing powder. And I was told that you can actually emboss over the paste. And this time I actually need my coffee filter. Okay, and then zoom right back out this time. You can pour. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this set aside, dry for 15 seconds. And you want to dry it for 15 seconds because when it comes to heating up the paste and the powder, the paste will actually bubble and you don't want that. Okay, so in the meantime, go ahead and take your 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 cardstock and score it at 4 1/4 and fold it in half. And then at the same time, while you're waiting for that to dry, I have already gone ahead and punched out 3 1 3/8 circles, and basically sponge the middle all the way around and sponge the left and right on the outside edges. And so I'm taking my middle piece here and glue, apply glue all the way around, and then this will sit on the right side, and then the left, and then giving it some dimension. Just kind of pull your pumpkin. Okay, so that's going to hold. And I take this piece now. As you can see, the stars actually are glowing at us, so it's kind of like twinkling. So that's the kind of look I want. And I see that I had messed up here a little bit, but that's okay, because then what you can do is take your template again and line it up and over it again, okay? But I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, so now I'm going to take my cat and I'm going to apply glue on the back. Lay this right here. And then apply glue all the way around. And onto my card. And while that is adhering, I'm going to take my Stampin' Up! Dimensionals and then just add a couple dimensionals on the back. And I want to make sure that the cat sits right on top of the pumpkin. So there you have it. A nice couple techniques for you to try. This is called the Starry Sky with our stencil stars. Soon. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you soon.